Jack Tweed has paid tribute to his late wife Jade Goody as he marked 13 years since her death following a battle with cervical cancer. The TV personality, 34, took to his Instagram stories on Tuesday to mark the anniversary of her death. Jade died at the age of 27 in March 2009 following a battle with cervical cancer, just 1 month after she tied the knot with Jack. Paying tribute to his late wife in a gushing post, he also raised awareness for cervical cancer as he shared a hashtag about smear tests, a method of cervical screening. Alongside a snap of himself and Jade at their wedding, he penned, "13 years since I last got to see this angel, miss you every day, #raise awareness #smear test." Sharing another picture of Jade, he added, "Always smiling." Meanwhile, Jade's eldest son Bobby Brazier, who she shares with her ex Jeff Brazier, also paid tribute to his mother as he said that life is eternal. Sharing a picture of her to his Instagram stories, he wrote, "There's birth and Terry's death but life is eternal. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. She's left her human form. She's home. That's the way it goes. God bless her, my nan and my brother." Jade also shares another son, 17-year-old Freddie, with Jeff, who she split from while she was still pregnant with her second child. In June, Jack also paid tribute to Jade on what would have been her 40th birthday, sharing a snap of himself and the Big Brother star together alongside a heart emoji and her date of birth, June 5, 1981. A friend also told The Sun at the time, "Jack will never stop loving and missing Jade. The years may pass by but it doesn't get any easier to deal with. He will spend the weekend, as he always does in significant anniversaries and parts of Jade's life by paying his respects privately at Jade's graveside." Jack has tried to move on with his life since Jade dies, but he has come to accept he will never meet anyone who comes close. Jack tied the knot with Jade Goody in 2009 following a 3-year romance, just 1 month before her tragic death. He has previously discussed his alcohol and drug addiction after struggling to cope with the passing of Jade. In March last year, he revealed he's still not 100% after losing her and admitted to spending £100 a day to withstand suicidal thoughts and the ongoing grief. Speaking of the immeasurable loss, he said to The Sun on Sunday, "I'd just sit at home, think about Jade, start crying and then think the only thing to do was go out and drink vodka. So I'd just have a drink every day, it would go from there. I started smoking weed after I stopped drinking, and I went through a stage where I got really, really depressed. I replaced the booze for weed and it took me a good 4 months to get rid of it, to get out of the habit of smoking every day. I was spending £100 a day." According to Jack, he didn't know how else to manage the constant thoughts of Jade which occupied his mind, or how he could come to terms with her death. The former celebrity Big Brother star added that people would mistakenly think he didn't care due to his reckless behavior, which was masking his pain. He eventually went to see his mother after his mental health reached an all-time low. "All I could think about was committing suicide," he said as he recalled visited her and crying for 4 hours as he didn't want to be here anymore. It was ultimately his closest family members who encouraged him to get help. In addition to spending more time with his mother and taking antidepressants, he began making small steps towards improving his well-being. While he is no longer depressed, he admitted he is still not 100% and is focused on getting through life, one step at a time. Last summer, Jack also enjoyed a night out with Jade's son Bobby Brazier after he was allowed back in touch with his late wife's kids. Jack revealed in 2018 that he was able to visit Bobby, 18, and Freddie, 16, again after the boys' father, Jade's ex Jeff Brazier, had banned him from seeing them following their mother's death when he spiraled out of control and ended up in jail. Just 1 month after Jade lost her battle with cancer, Jack was sentenced to a 12-week jail term in April 2009 after being convicted of assaulting a taxi driver. But after sorting himself out and getting a job, Jeff allowed supervised visits. Jack revealed to OK! Magazine at the time, "Jeff stopped me from seeing the boys. At that time, I was getting into trouble and I was off the rails, so Jeff was probably right to do that. Now he's seen I've sorted myself out, so he got in touch and said the boys had been asking about me. They came around to mine for tea and Jeff was there, so it felt like an awkward first date." Jack now works as an electrician, the same occupation he had before meeting Jade. For confidential support, call the Samaritans in the UK on 116 123 or click here for details.